Hi, my name is Wally and I'm Operations Manager for Darkroom Software, and this video is going to be about setting up for light painting. So you want to have a fairly good sized space, but totally dark. A black background is going to work the best, although you could probably use several different colors if you like, but the colored lights are going to stand out best against a black background. You need an SLR because you got to control the shutter speed and the f-stop on the camera, the aperture and the shutter speed. The other thing that you're going to have is flash, because it has to have flash to get that initial image of the person. Then you're going to use a long shutter speed to get the rest of it. One of the things you'll need to also do, because of the fact that in the dark room the camera may not be able to focus very well, is set the camera to manual focus. That's on the side of the lens, typically on most Canon and Nikon SLRs. This one is a Nikon, but it's the same way on a Canon. So right here on the side you'll see A and M. Just set that over to manual. Then you can manually adjust the focus, have somebody stand in a spot. I'll usually put a piece of tape on the floor or something so they know where to stand, and have them stand on that line and focus on them. And then once that's set, you shouldn't have to bother with it anymore. Then you're going to use flash. You could use the built-in little flash on top of the camera if you need to, whatever flash you normally have. A studio strobe would give you better, more even light. But you're going to set your aperture to get the exposure correct for the individual person so that you get that initial exposure good. So set it on M. That's on the top of the camera, a little dial on the M. So manual exposure. Then within the software you can set all the exposure controls and everything. But you'll set that to get a long exposure, and then set your aperture to get the good exposure for your flash. So take a test picture. If it's too dark, then you can open the aperture more. If it's too bright, you can close it down more till you get the person correct. Then you want to set the shutter speed long enough so that they have time to move about and make their shapes. So 6, 8, 10 seconds would probably be adequate. You want to just kind of play with that and see what works best for you, because you want to give them plenty of time to move about and get the shapes that they want. Once you get to that point where you've got those exposures down, do some trials. Run through a few sessions and see how that looks. I hope that helps you with all your light painting trials. It's a trial and error thing to kind of get it all right the first time, but once you get that aperture and shutter speed and everything just right, then you can move on from there and create unique images for your customers. Thanks, and have a great day.